Well, we're going to do a little bit of addition by subtraction today, and I want to take on an individual. His name is Ben Greenfield. Fitness marketing is convincing millions of individuals that pseudoscience and quick fix products have all the answers. We are here to combat that with the latest science and research, along with our unique style of communication and entertainment. My name is Fran Ramsden, and this is the HealthForce podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the HealthForce podcast. Excited to have you guys in. What's going on? Check us out, Ramsden Elite Fitness on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That is Ramsden Elite Fitness, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Well, we're going to do a little bit of addition by subtraction today, and I want to take on an individual. His name is Ben Greenfield. We're going to go through his background a little bit, get you some of his content, some of his website, some articles, some supplements, and we'll get rolling into it. To set today's episode up, look, Ben Greenfield is somebody that wields a lot of influence. He's essentially buddies with Dave Asprey, who we have taken on our podcast before and have tried to show you where they're coming from. And Ben Greenfield's really no different. The one standing thing that stood out to me when really digging to get some research in on him, from everything from the background to some content of his, was looking at how this is almost the case of a good story gone twisted. A good story gone twisted. The guy has an amazing background, and at the end of the day, he's selling out for profiteering, to become somebody of, quote-unquote, I guess, influence in the keto realm. It is really just now distorting things, whether it's intentional or not, in order to pull the fanatic card out and sell a supplement or sell you the solution, because they're the only ones. It's the same as usual. It's the same as usual. They're going to create problems when there aren't problems, but then provide you the solution for these made-up problems. That's kind of the equation in a nutshell of what we have in the health and fitness industry in terms of the fanatical wing. Really, if you want to look at the fanatical wing in a nutshell, all it is are individuals that are great marketers. They have either they're celebrities like Dr. Oz, or they have some sort of social standing, and they use that platform to leverage it for profits, whether that's selling supplements, it's selling like a specific diet book, a way to live, what have you. They make it seem like if you don't follow their solution, then you're going to die and have all this inflammation and be in big trouble. And that's sadly Ben Greenfield in a nutshell. So let's hop right into it. Just to give you some quick background from everpedia.com, Ben Greenfield, it looks like Wikipedia to me, but super poor man's version. I don't get it. Ben Greenfield is a coach, author, speaker, an ex-bodybuilder, and an Ironman triathlete. His science-based approach to discovering a potent balance between health and performance has revolutionized the way thousands of athletes and exercise enthusiasts around the world live, train, and eat. Ben now works with athletes, CEOs, and soccer moms from around the world to achieve amazing feats of physical endurance without destroying their body in the process. Going to his website, bengreenfieldfitness.com, on the About page, here's his short bio. Ben Greenfield is a biohacker. Folks. What I want to get from this, and I haven't even started. We're literally just in the bio. In the first sentence, I've got to stop. It's already becoming not serious very quickly. Biohacking. This idea that, me and Dave Asprey, we're boys, man. We're best buddies, and there's a way to really train our bodies in a way that provides maximum endurance, to maximize productivity that nobody else is doing. We're essentially hacking our own bodies, man. Yeah. It's one of the biggest hippie ideas I've ever heard in my entire life, and the fact that these guys think that they're going to outdo work that's been done for decades, and we have top exercise physiologists working on things, I wouldn't trust one of these two. Let's keep going, please. Biohacker, human body and brain performance coach. He's an ex-bodybuilder, Ironman triathlete, professional Spartan athlete, whatever the hell that is, anti-aging consultant. Nice. Speaker and author of the New York Times bestseller, Beyond Training, Mastering Endurance, Health, and Life. In 2008, Ben was voted as the NSCA's Personal Trainer of the Year. In 2013 and 2014, was named by Greatest as one of the top 100 most influential people in health and fitness. His articles, podcasts, and videos reach a unique million views of every month. Yada, yada, yada. With nearly 2 decades of experience working as a strength and conditioning coach, exercise physiologist, and biomechanist, Ben is also the main responsible for maximizing performance, recovery, fat loss, digestion, brain, sleep, hormone optimization for CEOs, ultra competitors, and a variety of professional athletes, including poker champions, blah, blah, blah. Ben cuts through the clutter, confusion, and snake oil and instead delivers total human optimization the fastest, cleanest, safest way possible. I pointed this out on a recent podcast, but now we're reaching a point in the health and fitness industry where the fanatics are trying to get ahead of themselves to get ahead of the main critique that comes their way by trying to put everybody else as snake oil salesman. Ben Greenfield is nothing but a snake oil salesman. And now he's saying, well, I'm going to cut through that stuff. So they're trying to get ahead of the game to make you trustworthy. It's all on emotions. That's it. He's not going to sell you on facts. He's not going to sell you on practicality. He's not going to be able to sell you on common sense. He's going to have to sell you on trustworthiness. If I say a couple of big and advanced complex words and terms and talk for 30 seconds and use words that you've never heard before, but I tell you that I'm cutting through the snake oil and I'm giving you the facts and the result of life, you're more likely to trust him, and then you go to his website and you buy products. That's it in a nutshell. It really is. I'm going to go to his long version bio just real quick because I think there's an important part about this. It says, for 4 years, Ben studied anatomy, physiology, biomechanics, pharmaceutical, microbiology, biochemistry, and nutrition, eventually rising to the top of his class, completing an internship at Duke University and the NFL, then graduating in 2004 at age 20 as the top senior in his class at University of Idaho, all while working as a bartender, personal trainer, lab assistant, nutritionist, spinning instructor, athletic trainer, and strength and conditioning coach. While attaining a 4.0 GPA in his advanced science courses, he competed as president of the Triathlon Club. Ben was accepted into 6 medical schools, but opted instead to attain a master's degree in exercise physiology and biomechanics, after which in 2005 he left hardcore into the fitness industry, partnering with physicians and opening a series of personal training studios. I don't know if it actually says he completed that education. I'm assuming it is. But look, this is a story of a guy who's been all around athletics performance. He's been to some top-notch stuff, graduating college super early, 4.0 GPA, super smart, masters in exercise physiology, biomechanics. Like, this is not somebody like Dave Asprey who went out there to Silicon Valley and was a software engineer or whatever and then just decided to switch because he sees the money potential. This is a guy who has been in this industry since almost the beginning of his life, it seems like. That's been a big part of him. He's been doing this. Where did it all go wrong, Ben Greenfield? If there was one thing I could ask him is, Ben, with all of your background, there is zero reason somebody of your intelligence should be doing the things that you're doing and promoting the things that you're promoting. There really is. That's uncalled for. You could be doing so much good for this industry, so much good for the human population. I would ask you where it all went wrong. What made you change? What made you become a fanatic? Why are you so polarized? And if you think I'm being extreme or you think I'm being dramatic, we're going to get into his content here in 1 second, and then you tell me if he's a fanatic or not. Got it? As always, I want you guys to judge this stuff. Don't just listen to me. But the guy's got a hell of a background. A hell of a background in education. And that's usually the problem when it comes to fanatics, is they have no background in education. But he does. It's quite interesting. Well, I'm going to start us off. There's a video here. And all this is from his YouTube, Ben Greenfield Fitness. Video is called How to Test for Ketosis. I can't even honestly describe what I'm about to play for you guys. It's probably one of the most embarrassing videos I've ever watched. It's 2 minutes and 28 seconds. I'm going to cut through a lot of it because a lot of it's not talking. But here we are.
Hey, what's up? It's Ben Greenfield, and this little device that I'm holding here is something that allows you to test whether or not your body is in fatty acid utilization, whether or not it's in a state of ketosis. So it's kind of cool. It's called a Metron breath tube. It's kind of fun, techie. Here's how you do it. It's got these 2 caps on either end. So you take one cap off, and you take the other cap off, but you don't throw them away because you're going to need them later. Okay? And then there's a tiny, tiny little glass tube in here, and I'm going to break this glass tube. I'm going to take a big breath.
And I kid you not, he blows into this little glass stick for 30 seconds. I kid you not. He blows in this thing for 30 seconds. He breaks another thing in there. The powder comes out. He shakes it around. 3 minutes later, oh, I'm in ketosis or I'm not. if you're somebody, I'm being dead serious right now, if you are anybody that is testing yourself for ketosis by buying some little glass stick and every once in a while blowing it over for 30 seconds, and by the way, folks, the classic stuff, he's got his shirt off. And crazy thing about Ben Greenfield, no disrespect, but he's not this humongous, ripped, shredded guy that you see usually when people take their shirts off and they have a ripped, six-pack for days. Like, he has the body of a triathlon, or a triathlete, right? Lean, but not a lot of musculature. So that's just the tip, But I don't know why people do this shirt-off stuff. Nobody gives a crap if your shirt's on or off. But anyways, if you're out there testing for ketosis, I think you've got your priorities a little mixed up. If you get right to the root of the science, being in ketosis doesn't mean a damn thing. You could be in ketosis and consume 7,000 calories a day and still gain weight. So don't go to this level of extremism for any diet philosophy. If you even look at the stuff that I preach, if you look at Ramsley Fitness's content, most of it is common sense and practical. That's it. I make it simple for people to follow along with a diet or a workout routine, or I get them the basics, because that's really all most people need. You don't need to be blowing into a glass tube, for damn sake. And that's all this video is. For the next literally 2 minutes, and then he makes funny faces when he's blowing. He's acting like, oh, this is hilarious. He thinks he's a jokester. It's one of the most hardest things I've ever watched in my entire life. The most boring 2 minutes I've ever wasted. I'm not going to waste your time. I respect you all too much. Next video. Wild dieting, fat fasting, scary rice, and how to drop 25 pounds in a month. Oh, my God. Again, just from YouTube, Ben Greenfield Fitness.
That we discuss is rice, and how not all rice is created equal, and how some rice can be extremely nutrient dense, and some can be not all that great for you, and in fact bad for you. And we talk about what real rice should actually look and taste like. We talk about fat fasting and the concept of everything from using heavy cream to switching out stevia or sweetener-infused beverages with water only to lose up to 25 pounds in 40 days.
Yeah, well, look, I got a problem. First of all, 40 days technically isn't a month. I don't know what month of the year has 40 days. So that's nice little clickbait advertising there from Ben Greenfield. But most importantly, folks, if you are drinking a beverage that's got stevia, or I'll go further, an artificial sweetener, and you cut it out of your diet for straight water, you're not going to lose 25 pounds from that action. I am guaranteeing you that. If you are controlling for everything else, you're not going to lose 25 pounds. 25 pounds in a month. Here he is. All his education, everything. Everybody can lose 25 pounds. Just drink water. Come on, Ben. Better than this. Got one more video. Oh, yes. This is good. What are the best supplements to build muscle? Now, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to answer that question before he does, so I can give you what I would do. Best supplements to build muscle. I actually think the question of itself, you have to define the pretext. You have to set the stage first before you can get an actual supplementation. In order to build muscle, you're going to have a caloric surplus in most cases. Has there been some research to suggest that on a diet somebody could gain muscle and lose some fat? Yeah, but I think it's super hard. I don't think that that's something that is in the norm for most people. Most people that are looking to gain muscle are usually pretty on the skinny side, 140 pounds for a dude or what have you, and they're looking to gain some weight. A nice small caloric surplus and a high-protein diet is going to get you there. Without that component, you can take every supplement you want. It's not going to have much of an effect. Now, if I were to answer the question as it is with that accepted, that you need to have the proper diet and a proper workout plan, right? Supplement-wise, creatine's a no-brainer. Probably some form of protein powder. That way you're ensuring that you are getting your daily goal for protein intake. And then, if I'm just going to pick one supplement, that's toughy. I'd probably go with caffeine, beta-alanine, and those are performance-based, or I would go more for health. This is such a tough question. I mean, it's so hard to just pick a couple. But if you're going on the health aspect, you could say a multivitamin or fish oil. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's what I would do. But again, a proper pre-workout or a proper post-workout is going to have multiples of all of those. So you can get more bang for your buck than just one ingredient. But we're going to go and play this video, and let's figure out what Ben Greenfield, masters in exercise physiology. He has, remember folks, he has an educational background, so he should sound pretty intelligent. Let's hear what he suggests for the best supplements to build muscle. And P.S., I have something else. Is he not one of the most boring people you've ever heard talk? He's one of the most boring people I've ever heard talk. At least someone like Dave Asprey is like, hey, everybody. Hey, guys, what's up? It's cool, man. Like, at least they try to sound like they're a hippie. This guy is kind of just very monotone. Yes, we can do 25 pounds in a month and 40 days. But let's hear his best supplements to build muscle.
So let's say you want to build muscle as fast as possible or recover from your workouts as quickly as possible. Well, you could certainly head over to your local supplements discount outlet and grab yourself a great big tub of recovery protein powder. But before you do, have you checked out the label on that stuff? Take a look at this. I can't even pronounce half of those ingredients.
Oh, Ben Greenfield can't pronounce the ingredients. Wow, then you should probably ask for a refund for your master's degree. Ben Greenfield, quit being a damn fitness marketer. All he's doing is connecting with the general population by trying to dumb it down. Dumb it down. Oh, look, guys, nobody can pronounce this. It must mean it's bad. He better be able to pronounce things like glucose, natural artificial flavors, citric acid, sucralose, salt, calcium phosphate, magnesium oxide, potassium chloride. He better be able to pronounce that. That's what is on the damn screen. But again, he's playing in them damn emotional strings. Wants you to get to trust, you to trust him, and then he's gonna loop back around and probably sell his own supplement. Just a hint, just a hunch.
Don't want to be dumping them into my body. So this is where the muscle pack comes in from Pacific Elite Fitness. It's designed with simple ingredients that are easy to digest and that put your body into a maximum muscle building and recovery state. The first part of the muscle pack is cold processed all natural protein powder derived from goat proteins. Because goats are closer in size to a human than cows, which are usually used to make whey protein, a goat whey protein gets absorbed much, much better.
Oh my good lord, folks. A goat is more close in size to a human than a cow is, therefore it's better for us. Come on. Ben Greenfield, are you embarrassed? I would be literally so embarrassed making content like this. I would be. I honest to God would be. That's such a... We've already discussed, too, grass-fed whey protein. When it comes to protein powders, folks, the stuff's filtered out through the process of isolation. You're isolating just the protein. You're not getting all this other stuff that they're claiming is going to be out of their protein powder but in yours. You're not going to get... I don't know what they're pointing towards, like fat contents and carbohydrate store. Like, it's protein powder. It's primarily all protein. But you just remember that a goat's closer in size than to a human than a cow is. You just remember that part. Let's keep going before I have a headache. I'm going to try, folks. I really am. He's got 2 more things to get through, I think, in the muscle pack. I don't even know, but please, come on. I hope it's only 2 more.
Runny noses and constipation in response to consuming something like whey protein, and frankly, it just tastes better and digests better.
Nice, good science.
The second part of the muscle gain pack is colostrum. This stuff kind of flies under the radar, but it is the gut healing and growth hormone increasing compound that's found as a precursor in the mother's milk of just about every mammal on the face of the planet. Believe it or not, you can get the stuff in powdered form or in capsule form.
All right, so number 2, we have goat milk colostrum. That's his number 2 muscle pack supplement. Nice. Let's go to number 3. Let's go to number 3.
Same growth properties. And don't worry, they're not depriving baby goats or baby cows of colostrum when they harvest this stuff. There's more than enough to go around. The last part of the muscle gain pack is master amino pattern essential amino acids. And sure, you get good quality.
All right, and you're done. Amino acids, he says, number 3. Guess what? Amino acids are one of the most, they're the most waste of money that you could possibly buy when you buy them by themselves. If you're consuming a proper nutritional diet and you're having a proper protein powder and you're doing things like a pre-workout and a post-workout, you're going to get your branched-chain amino acids through those ingredients. You never should have to buy branched-chain amino acids by themselves and mix it with water. So, kudos to you, Ben. Where the hell is the education? I swear, man, that's what's killing me. It really is killing me because I respect education so much in this field. So much. You have to. In a field where there's pseudoscience rampant, it's usually being pushed by people that don't actually get the science and research. But what is Ben Greenfield's excuse? I hate this like a record, man, but I can't get off that. I can't believe when I was researching that he's a master's degree in exercise physiology and biomechanics, and then he talks like this. Oh, I can't pronounce glucose. Oh, what is this? Citric acid? Oh my, what is that? Just annoying. Moving on to he's got a couple articles I want to read through, give you some more content from him. And I'm doing this because I want to set it up. I have something to come to at the end. We're going to loop and tie this thing all together, Ben Greenfield. It's just the classic. Put content out there, fearmonger, scare people, tell people they're doing it wrong. Oh, but I'm going to do it right. Here's how you do it right. Oh, buy my supplements. That's it in a nutshell. Here we go. Let's keep going. 2 potent ways to kill fat cells and lose fat fast by Ben Greenfield. This is on quickanddirtytips.com. Before I get into this, the sensationalism, that's a word I've used a lot. When people are writing with sensationalism, they're writing these headliners, these clickbait things, these emotional tug string titles. Who the hell doesn't want to kill their fat cells and lose fat fast? Everybody. So therefore, everybody's going to read this article, and probably most people in the general population are going to believe what it is just because they want to. Think about the last piece of fat loss advice that you received. Let me guess. It went something like this. Move more, eat less, try this pill, or read this diet book. And sure, fat loss and the attainment of a sexy, lean body begins with getting off your butt, moving more, working out, and slowly lowering the donut from your gaping mouth. But when it comes to losing fat fast, staying shredded, ripped, and toned year-round, and getting to the body weight that you want without 2-day workouts and being hungry all the time, there are potent strategies that fly under the radar, strategies that go beyond fat loss. For example, let's take the flawed concept that no matter what, you'll always be stuck with the number of fat cells that you've been built earlier in your life. This commonly accepted dogma in the fitness and diet industry dictates that if you've ever had excess weight or bits of undesirable adipose tissue on your waist, hips, and butt, then the fat cells in those areas will never actually disappear but will instead simply shrink. These fat cells will then hide, waiting in the wings the next time you mess up and eat a few too many bites of steak or an extra scoop of ice cream, at which point those food calories are doomed to wind up getting shoved directly into the eagerly waiting fat cells, resulting in a constant uphill battle against the bulge. But this isn't simply true. I realized this when I interviewed somebody. Blah, 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 blah. Good for you. Let's see here. He interviewed Dr. Shannon. She explained that if you banish just one particularly notorious biological variable that is present in most people eating a standard Western diet, then you can actually induce fat cells to not only die, but to get transformed into other physiological useful tissues such as muscle, stem cells, and neural cells. So what's the variable? It's not the excess calories. It's not chocolate. It's not, to the chagrin of diet book authors worldwide, gluten. It's not even a low-carb, high-fat, or high-carb, low-fat diet. It's, hold on now, I'm going to let you guys perk your ears up. What do you think it is? I want to ask you, what do you think it is? This is totally guessable by all of you. It's totally guessable. We've talked about this a million times. Every single time we have the food babe or Dave Asprey, they always use this one word as to why your body is all out of whack, and it's I'm trying to not use the word. It's so sick, and all this stuff's going wrong with it, and you're building up all the toxins because of this. What's the word? It's inflammation. Oh, wow, he's predictable. Oh, that's right, folks. Inflammation, particularly from exposure to toxin-laden environments, consumption of heated vegetable oils, and a stressful lifestyle, combined with not enough sleep. I'm done with this article. But there you go. Inflammation's the devil. Oh, we all have inflammation. Everybody has it. We don't sleep enough. There's that. Next article, how to increase speed and power. Learn how to optimize power and speed so that you can move like a cat, sprint like a cheetah, and spring like a tiger. All right. I'm going to read just quickly into it. How to increase power. Power is the ability to generate lots of force into a short period of time, while strength refers to how much force your muscles can exert. Power refers to how quickly that force can be exerted. If your muscles can't generate high amounts of force in short periods, then you're low on power and unable to use the muscle you have to do its potential. As a matter of fact, when you train for power and use strategies such as keeping the number of repetitions low, lifting light weights fast, and moving quickly, power training will even increase your ability to maximally utilize muscle without bulking you up. The advantage of being able to more effectively recruit the muscle you have without necessarily increasing weight power. There's 3 stages. Number 1, plyometrics. Number 2 is speed strength sets. Number 3 is a complex set. This guy, speed sets. Let me tell you something right now. If you take lightweight and you put it on the bench press and you bench press the weight, because it's super light, okay? You bench press really, really fast, that's not necessarily training power. Just so you know. It's not heavy enough to produce the result. You almost turn that into a conditioning, potentially hypertrophy, potentially endurance set. And here's the deal. Ben Greenfield, you're not a big athlete, bro. And I'm not even this guy that touts you have to look the part to play the part. Like, I'm not even into all that. But just on the face of it, I'm going to assume that he's training for speed and power this way. Well, there you go. Oh, hold on here. There's more to this. Each of these strategies, along with tips for developing potent power, no matter where you're in the gym, backyard, baseball, park, or hotel room, can be pursued using training tools for increasing power, including power racks, agility ladders, medicine balls, kettlebell. He just names a bunch of equipment. Agility ladders are, again, one of the biggest wastes of time when you're trying to develop speed, power, and agility. All right. Well, apparently he doesn't know how to train either. He's this goddamn... Another article from BenGreenFitness.com. BenGreenfieldFitness.com. An anti-aging superfood breakfast ice cream. My go-to airplane healthy eating recipe and a new paradigm for packaged powdered nutrition. Oh, this should be good. I have a confession to make. I've been eating ice cream for breakfast. Seriously. Now, granted, here's exactly how I make my ice cream for breakfast recipe. Step 1 is a giant mug of ice. Okay, good for you. Step 2, 8 ounces. Oh my God. 8 ounces of bone broth, full fat coconut milk, or my anti-aging bark tea. You know what? I got to interject here. I think Ben Greenfield, is he the guy that... Hold on, I'm almost certain. There's a guy, he's a powerful guy out in Silicon Valley. I don't know if it's Ben Greenfield or not, but somebody claims that they're going to reverse aging in themselves because of their diet and nutrition, and that they're going to live to like 150. I don't remember who the hell said it, but some of these guys from like Silicon Valley and these tech startup guys, and even some of these CEOs right now, like Ben Greenfield, Dave Asprey, etc., they're just nutty. They're almost off their rockers nuts. And I understand that intelligence and that sort of maniacal side kind of go hand in hand with most people. The paradigm, right? But this guy, I just got to be honest with you. Anti-aging bark tree? Guys, if it was as easy as making tea out of a tree bark or whatever the hell it is to reverse our aging, we would all be doing it. Trust me. I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you. If I could drink tea and it stops my aging process and reverses it, or anti-aging, I guess prevents me from aging, then I would be drinking the damn shit every day. All right? Just being real with you. Bone broth is a complete waste of time. Full fat coconut milk, again, mostly a waste of time and overrated. Step 3 is a squeeze of lemon to prevent oxidation. Okay, good for you. Number 4, a handful of greens from the fridge or any wild plant from my backyard. Nice, good for you. Step 5 is a full bottle of the ample meal replacement powder I introduced in the podcast. Great, so it's some sort of powder that he sells. Step 6 is add sea salt and stevia. Step 7, blend on high speed for 2 minutes while you do jumping jacks. Yeah, you're hilarious. Step 8, handful of unsweetened coconut flakes or cocoa nibs. Number 9, that's it. Drink it up. Well, it sounds damn awful. It sounds really gross. Good for you, man. Hey, good for you. Again, nice little advertisement for his products. That's all the article pretty much does. Dirty little secrets of the healthy eating energy bar industry and the shocking truth about protein bars. Okay, now here's the thing. This is what I'm telling you. These guys now are starting to pick up more and more and more of the criticisms that they're receiving, and they're flipping it to get ahead of it. So most people would criticize him and would say, like, here's the secrets of Greenfield Fitness or the paleo or ketosis. Here's what they want you to believe. Like, those are most articles about them. Now they're coming out. Oh, we're the truth. We're going to undercut the secrets of the protein bar industry. While, guess what? They're going to sell their own protein bar. Shh. Oh, my God. There we go. I'm actually not going to read this because this was a very boring article. I read through it. Just very long, very, very boring. He pretty much says all protein... Again, to summarize, all protein bars suck. Only ours is good. There you go. I'll try to pick out some of these articles. Some of this, though. Unfortunately, most energy bars are chock full of sugar and starch, which can cause dangerous blood sugar surges and fat formation. And if the sugar gets removed from a bar, it's often replaced with nasty artificial sweeteners that kill your gut bacteria and cause neurotoxicity. That is so dopey. Or the bar... Oh, this is good. This is classic. Or the bar is packed with so much excess protein that you get ammonia buildup, acidity, insulin spiking, and gut issues like bloating, gas, and constipation. All right. I finally, folks, have figured out why Ben Greenfield's physique is one of leanness but virtually no muscle mass. He doesn't like protein, apparently. He just says you have too much protein in these bars. Which leads me to believe that he's not eating a high-protein diet, and a.k.a. his body can't produce muscle tissue. Protein bar. Excess protein. Dude, here's the deal. Most protein bars have between 15 grams, at max, 30 grams of protein. 15 to 30 grams of protein. Dude, guess what? That's less than a chicken breast in most cases. That's less protein than a chicken breast. You might be able to BS some people with these with your comparisons and your scare tactics, but it's not going to BS other individuals in this industry who are fighting for the truth. Not going to happen, pal. You're in deep need of some scientific reality checks. All right. So he scrolls down here. Let's say we've created our own bar. Blah blah blah. Oh man. I'm just going to open it up here. He's created his own protein bar, of course. It's called the Nature Bite Energy Bar. Clean, hyperallergenic, guilt-free, high-fat, low-carb health bar. Now, what I don't get is how the hell he's calling this a low-carb bar, and there's 19 carbohydrates in it. High-fat bar, there's 13 grams in it. How the hell are you calling it a high-fat, low-carb when there's more carbs than there is fat? And guess what gets screwed? Protein. 10 grams of protein. So you're going to have this bar. It's 210 calories, 13 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbohydrate, including 10 grams of sugar, and 10 grams of protein. The ingredients are honey, and it's in this order. Organic honey, almonds, cocoa nibs, hydrolyzed gelatin, baby quinoa, white chia seeds, coconut flakes, chocolate liqueur, water, organic rice protein, pea protein isolate, sesame seeds, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, sea salt, tocopherols. So look, congratulations. You've successfully been able to create a protein bar. And you even called it a protein bar? What's he calling this damn thing? An energy bar. You've created an energy bar that's low protein, high carb, high fat. Or actually moderate fat. Why would you ever eat this bar? Anybody in the audience? Why would you ever eat this bar? Why would you ever have this? Why would I ever pay? Do I even want to look at this? Holy. $36 for 12 bars. $3 a bar. Why would you ever want to pay for that? Why? That's absurd. I can go to any gas station in America. Any single gas station. I bet you I can grab a bar that's got more nutrients and it's cheaper than this damn thing. Guarantee you. Any gas station, throw me in middle America. Not hating on middle America, just saying it's a little more rural there and less resources. I got it. Put me in Kansas, tell me to go to any gas station, drop me off in the desert in Arizona, drop me anywhere. I get to a gas station, I find a bar better than this damn thing. Just being real with you. Ben Greenfield protein bar, Nature Bite. But again, it's just the classic, look, guys, here's what's wrong. The protein bar industry is awful. They're tricking you. They're putting bad stuff. But I have the solution. Buy my stuff. Which brings me to my next thing. BenGreenfieldFitnessSystems.com. Looking on their supplements page. I'm going to read through their first page of products, and I will say their pricing. Greenfield Anti-Aging Serum, $69. You better not be buying anti-aging serum. I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to click on it. Anti-aging. Natural amino acids, $39.95. Nice. That's super expensive. Natural Cleanse Detoxing Gut Cleanser, $38. Waste of money. Nature Colostrum Goat's Milk, $40. Bone and Joint Healing Supplement, $44. I'm actually going to open that one up. I'm curious. Let's see if it has glucosamine or chondroitin in it, or if it's going to be collagen. Remember, we've done some stuff on here. Let's see what's in this damn thing here. Collagen. Some anti-inflammatory stuff, which is actually pretty good. Ginger, turmeric, some nonsense about enzymes. It's on the collagen bandwagon. I mean, that's about what I expected. That's the swing of the industry. They're on the collagen train. Wild Mediterranean Oil of Oregano, $33. Complete Digestive Enzymes, $38. Folks, you don't need those ever. Advanced Probiotics, $31.95. Actually, I'm going to open that one up. That's an interesting one to me. What strain of bacteria is in this guy? It's a unique shelf-stable probiotic. Doesn't require refrigeration. Okay, it's got Lactobacillus casei, Lactobacillus A, Lactobacillus R, Bifidobacterium. I'd have to spend some more time on that, but it's intriguing to me. Their whey casein protein powder blend. Oh, I'm going to open that one. You know me. Deep 30 it's called. $74.97. Who is paying? How much is in this thing? Oh, please tell me it's how much this is. 2 pounds? But if you ever spend $74 on protein powder for 2 pounds, I will personally, Fran Ramsden will personally guarantee you, message me, send me an email. I will find you a better protein powder than this. Higher quality, cheaper. Guaranteed. $75 is absurd for 2 pounds. What's in this damn thing? Steroids? My God. For somebody that says protein powder is so awful for you, I find it hilarious that he sells one of the most expensive ones that I've ever looked at in my entire life. Go join Shakeology, you bum. Come on, where's the label at? Can I see what's in this damn thing? This is interesting. Oh, this is what's so unique about it. They have essential minerals in there. They have a amino acid maintenance, and they have probiotics. Well, folks, unfortunately, I can't see the label. He's not putting it on his website, so I can't even tell you the other ingredients in this thing. That's so pathetic. Never, ever, ever buy that product. That's ridiculous. An energy drink powder is $58. Oh boy. Green Superfoods, $46. Muscle Builder, $40. Life Shots Anti-Aging, $35. Living Fuel Protein Powder for vegans, $43. Living Fuel Meal Replacement, $79. Omega Natural Fish Oil, $40. I'm going to open this one up because the DHA and EPA are the main factors of fish oil. I have a surprise I'm not going to be able to find. Oh, here it goes. Maybe it does. EPA, 120 milligrams per capsule. DHA, 120 milligrams per capsule. That's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to run in my kitchen. I'm going to pull out my Omega supplement. And my Omega supplement, per 2 capsules, 750 milligrams of EPA, 750 milligrams of DHA. So if you want to cut that in half, what is that, 375 or whatever? 375 milligrams per capsule. Almost 4 times as much as what he's putting in his. And mine is like, what? I don't know, I think it's $25. What's he charging for this amino acid? $40. This dude, the business model is this in a nutshell. Push out absurd information and content. Get people to listen, to trust, so that you begin to trust him or think that he's the greatest thing on sliced bread. And then eventually you go to his little fitness page. You probably get on his email list and he blows you up with content. And eventually you go into this page and you buy something. The reason you buy something is because you don't understand, you're not going to know supplements. It's confusing. You're going to read the word fish oil and be like, oh, I know fish oil is good for me. I'm going to buy that one. Or I need a Life Shot anti-aging blend. Oh, I'll buy that one. And eventually you come on here and buy these things that probably cost 1/5 of what he's charging you to actually produce. He's making a shit ton of money and he doesn't even need to do anything. God. There's about 8 more on this page 1. There's 4 pages of supplements. I mean, you have got to be kidding me. Bad, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. He also sells coaching and consulting. If you go to his coaching consulting page, there's 16 different coaches that you can get. Ben Greenfield himself's available. Oh, yes, Ben, I need some... Oh, let's see here. I can do a 20-minute consultation with him for $227 on Skype. Nice. That's probably totally worth it. 20 minutes. Good God. You can buy his unlimited package of $1,997 a month unlimited coaching. He can make you a nutrition plan for $597 or a training plan for $597. Now, here's the deal on this. Ramsley Fitness is above average price per market for our services. For our in-home personal training, we're charging $87 an hour. At our physical location, we're charging about $80 an hour. That's above average for personal training. You're paying probably $50 to $60 an hour. So we're above that because we're delivering high quality philosophy. We're doing data-based stuff where we're tracking results. We're putting in custom work, tailor-made exercise programming based around you. Like, we're doing different things. So I have no problem when people want to charge money and charge a good bit of money for product and services. But what I'm not doing is I'm not trying to tell you in 20 minutes I'm going to fix everything for you and I'm going to charge you $250. That's enormously absurd. Enormously absurd. Just in comparison. Just so I can show you the difference. Because here's what happens. The reason why he can charge this is not because he's worth $227 for 20 minutes. It's not because he's worth that. He's probably worth 3 pennies for that time. In terms of what you would actually get out of it. Like real facts and actual advice and philosophy and guiding advice, things like that. It's actually probably worth 3 cents. But there's the perception at play. He's able to charge that because people would pay that. He gets you loyal through his absurd claims. He gets you loyal through the pseudoscience. You jump full on board with him, and then there's somebody that shells out money because you want to take care of it and you trust him, and he's fully taking advantage of you. Now here's the comparison. Ramsley Fitness has an e-coaching program where right now we're only charging $199 a month for it. It's $199 a month for 24/7 access to your coach. Not 20 minutes. 24/7 for the entire month. And we're getting you the tailor-made programming for your exercise. We're getting you tailor-made programming for your nutrition. We're getting it to you. So I do have a problem when people overcharge for stuff that it's just based upon his celebrity status. He's got a whole bunch of other coaches on there that do the same thing. Oh, this coach does it for $499. This one does it for $135. Oh, this guy's a mental coach. This one's this. Good for you guys. Good for you. All hopping on board. All hopping on board. The last thing he has here, he's got books and programs. Things such as 10 Ways to Grow Tiny Superhumans. Great, to tell you how to raise your kids now. 100 Ways to Boost Your Metabolism. $17. 12-week detox plan. $7. Life-changing bucks. 30 ways to reboot your body. 7-day full reboot. Blah, blah, blah. He's probably got 25 products on this page, and there's 3 pages of this. So, again, same sort of thing. He writes books so that now he doesn't actually have to work. You know what Ben Greenfield does with his days, I bet you? He sits on his you-know-what at his house, does all his weird little glass blow sticks for ketosis, does these weird cold showers that he thinks he's burning all his fat, and he sits on his computer, he does a little bit of podcasts, and he does probably a little bit of authoring, writes a couple ebooks every once in a while, puts it on his website, and he's making reoccurring income because people go on there and buy
products he doesn't actually have to create anymore. And when he actually does take the time to interact with people on a one-on-one basis to help them, he's going to charge you $227 for 20 minutes. Now, here's the deal. If he was Ben Roethlisberger, and Ben Roethlisberger wanted to charge somebody 20 minutes for private instruction to be a quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger can charge $227. I think Ben Roethlisberger knows a thing or two about producing quarterbacks and technique. My argument is Ben Greenfield doesn't know a damn thing about fitness in terms of legitimacy. He's on the fanatical side of the industry, and I wouldn't pay $3 to hear him talk for 20 minutes. It would be like Ryan Leaf charging $227 for a quarterback lesson for 20 minutes. So, what I want to do today is introduce you to somebody else who's got massive influence. And I don't care if a couple of you go to click on his website and, oh, well, I'm adding to the problem. No, look, I'm making you aware. There's people out here that do this. They do it for a living. They do it for a hell of a living. In fact, Ben Greenfield net worth. Let's see what he estimate comes up with here. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. But he's worth a lot of money, folks. He's worth a lot of money. So it's another industry thing where there's so much money to be made. People can go about it for the wrong reasons and still financially be successful. But my argument has always been, this is not the industry for that. This is not the industry that you come into for a financial win, quote unquote, at the sacrifice of people's real health and fitness. And I always want to pose that question to people like Ben Greenfield, Dave Asprey. Do you really believe your own BS, or are you faking it? Do you really believe the things you push, or are you faking it to the general population so you can sell your supplements? It's a very real question. Because it's only one of two answers. Either yes, I do believe my own BS, which is now they're in confirmation bias. Their mental faculties are completely incapable of understanding facts now. They're gone. They're all in on their little radical philosophy, and if somebody proves their radical philosophy wrong, there goes their finances up in smoke. There goes their reputation. They're done. So they have to fight tooth and nail against that one or two, guiding philosophies. They're not flexible. They can't change with the times. They can't change with new information. They're rigid. They're cemented into their mind state. And they have now become an illegitimate source of information, in my humble opinion. Like I said, pay about $3 to talk to Ben Greenfield for 20 minutes. Or they know what they're pushing is not based in scientific reality, but it just sells. And they're running a business after all. I'm providing for my family. They deserve a good life. I deserve to have a good life. I want to be financially free. It's a free market system. People don't have to buy this if they don't want to. I'm giving them information. They're making their own decisions. He can play that card. Play that card all day. And actually, I'd have more respect for that. I'd have more respect for that than somebody that's so blind to outside opinion on things. I'd actually would respect that tenfold if he would just come out and say that. Yeah, you could just, instead of buying these supplements for $80 for a 2-pound canister, you could just, eat a little less and move a little bit more, and that will work. You're right, Fran, that would work. That's all I like to hear. I won't hold my breath. I introduce you to somebody else that we should ignore. And in fact, not just ignore, but take the fight to them. the BenGreenfieldFitness.com. Go in there and comment on his stuff. Just start coming at him with common sense. It's the only way we're going to win this battle. We can't let them take over the narrative of control of Facebook marketing, their voice, their videos, their content's being pushed out there. We can't let them just rule the day. We need to fight out for what's right. And what to fight for is basics, common sense approach, practicality. That is a word you'll never hear these people talk about. They want you to blow into little glass sticks and to see what state of your body's in. It's all absurd. We got to bring common sense back to this damn thing. And the best way to do that is addition by subtraction, by ostracizing people like Ben Greenfield from serious conversation. Don't buy this kind of stuff, folks. If you ever need help picking out supplements, I will do so free of charge. And I don't make my own supplements, so I don't sell any. I don't affiliate market for anybody. I don't. I have zero tie to supplements. I only take supplements that I use for my own personal self, or that I can look at something and recognize if it's going to be beneficial or not. Because that's it. I don't have a vested financial stake in the game. I don't care. I don't make a dime off of me telling somebody to go get this protein powder or to buy this multivitamin. Just remember, Ben Greenfield does. Thank you all for listening. I look forward to speaking to you all next week.